How do you know if you just need a new job? Or if you're entirely done playing the corporate game? And if you do decide to leave to build your own business, what's next? That's today's topic. Let's dive in. Welcome to Break Up with Corporate, the podcast for women who want to plan their escape from the 9 to 5 and build a business of their very own. I'm your host, Debbie Mitten, a business mentor at Virtually Debbie, and a recovering corporate survivor after spending 37 years inside the matrix. Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. So, if you're a corporate woman who is miserable in her job, how can you tell if you just need out of that company, or is there something deeper going on here? If you've been in these corporate environments for a long time, it's very common to eventually hit a wall where you start questioning the entire system and toying with the idea of leaving. And there are so many ways to leave. For some women, a new job actually fixes the problem. Some women stay employed while building a side hustle to test their entrepreneurial waters. Others hang in there until they have enough saved up for retirement. And for some, getting laid off is the unexpected blessing that gives them a reset. That actually happened to me. So, how do you actually tell the difference between a bad company and a broken system? See, if you need a new job, the issue is usually the specific environment. You might be dealing with a very difficult manager or a team that just isn't a good fit, but you still enjoy the actual work that you do. If you are entirely done playing the corporate game, the frustration goes much deeper. You realize that you are tired of playing by the rules that you didn't write, managing the politics that drain your energy, and trading your time for a paycheck that doesn't really reflect your value. Today, I want to talk to the woman who's already crossed that line. Another job isn't the answer. You're done with the whole system. The hours are insane. The work piles up with no support. And the salary doesn't even cut it anymore. You want to build something on your own. You know the risks, and you're not naive about that. But you'd rather bet on yourself than stay somewhere that's burning you out. You've made up your mind. You just don't know how to get out. So, where do you start? Making the decision to leave is only half the battle when you're used to a steady paycheck and full benefits. So here are some things to consider. I want you to just take a moment, just think about these things. You don't have to have all the answers. Just consider. First, your finances. What number lets you say, I can leave with no regrets? And how long will it take you to save that? Your health. Is this job hurting you enough that you need out now and maybe can build a business later? Or would a temporary job somewhere better make more sense while you build? Your people. Have you talked to your partner or your inner circle? Because leaving sends shockwaves at home. You need to know that they're with you on this. How about your vision? What does life look like on the other side? Are you building while still employed? And do you have the time and the energy for that? And speaking of time, where is it going right now? And how do you start taking it back from corporate? Finally, your mindset. These are things you really need to be very honest about. Are you people-pleasing? Do you have poor boundaries? Are you a perfectionist? Are these things showing up in corporate and making your job even more difficult than it already is and making it even harder to leave? And I know that that's a lot to sit with. You do not need the answers today. You just need to be really honest about these questions. And once you do, I'll tell you, something inside you shifts. You start seeing your day job very differently. You become the priority. You've actually got something to look forward to. And you start reclaiming pockets of time for your future instead of giving it all away. And a coach can actually help you stay accountable, kind of catch where your boundaries slip and keep that momentum going. If that's you, let's talk about what's next. I suggest booking a free consultation where we can figure that out together. Where you're at. Are you actually ready to make that corporate leap? Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you like this episode and you like this podcast, feel free to share it with other corporate women who are thinking about leaving. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next episode.